Hi guys, I'm Helena Mbuthia. Welcome back to my channel Wasabies. I post videos on entrepreneurship, life, a mix of both. So thank you so much for those who've been subscribing. If you still haven't, please subscribe. I post weekly videos. I try. So far I've been very consistent. I thank God for that. So this week, as most of you know, especially if you're on Twitter, my oldest experience was trending. As in, first of all, I'm so happy that women are able to get to a point where you don't just question the government, but even corporates. Like, what are you guys doing? And I wanted to discuss it, not so much from the consumer point of view, but even from the business point of view, because I was like, hold up, I might talk so much about it as a consumer, but I'm also in business. So what lessons am I learning from all this? First, let me say that I do believe whatever is going on are not traumas, because I've also experienced it. I know for a fact that I should go to a point, I think in 2017, where I just couldn't stand Always as a brand again, and I had to jump ship because of the reason that the women are stating. So it's very true what is happening. It's also sad that there are people who are fighting so hard for girls to get pads, especially girls in schools, yet we are still questioning quality. So it's a question of girls being able to get pads, but then at the same time the pads that are in the market have pads that are affecting them. So it's good that girls are actually now, and women are standing up for such things and talking about them. It's sad, of course, that not the entire Kenya is on Twitter, definitely, and so some women are going to miss out on such candid conversations, but I'm just so happy that they've actually started. So as I mentioned, I'm going to talk about the hashtag my always experience, but from a business perspective. And this is because I believe that many people watching this are one day going to own big businesses that actually are in the manufacturing or production industry. Or even if you're not, you're going to be heads of such companies, and it's good that we learn our values now, or we get to learn these lessons now, because sometimes it's so easy, if you don't cement some things when you're small, it becomes so hard for you to actually get them even when you're big. So I pray to God, amen, that you guys are actually going to rise to the ranks and are going to be decision makers and policy makers in this country, and that whatever we're going to discuss today is going to be of important use to each one of us. First thing I think as a business person I've learned, hands down, is customer service. Guys, we can spend so much money doing research, but if you don't listen to your customers, it's all going to waste. Always Kenya, for real, if they had just listened to their customers 2 months ago, all this backlash could not be as bad as it is. Give your customers, one, the best that you can, and two, listen to your customers as much as you can, and even find ways of handling some conflict between you and your customers. I know for a fact, for example, if Safaricom was to do something and Airtel was to do something, trust me, Safaricom will face a bigger backlash because it serves more customers than Airtel does. So if it disappoints even 10% of the market, the 10% definitely are more than Airtel's 10%. So it is those examples. But it's the same with Always, that maybe there are other companies that also have really bad pads, but because Always has more customers, then definitely more people are going to make noise about Always than they would about any other company in the market. Because let's be honest, they're the market leaders here in Kenya. And because of that, they should have listened to their customers, because a month or two ago, the whole discussion came up, but Always did not address it. Then they come to address now when it feels like it's already too late. Guys, this is a thing. Just listen to your customers. When one customer complains, that customer is a representation of so many other customers. So don't take it for granted. And that's something you need to learn now. And practice it even in your own business now, and don't think it's something that will come naturally as you grow. No, it's something that we actually all need to fix now. Issues of customer service, Kenya, let us fix them. Let us actually be one of the countries with the best customer service, because you know what, now we have seen Twitter is not afraid of your company. The second obvious lesson: social media can be your greatest friend, like it is to me and my business, but social media can also be your worst enemy as a business. It could be the reason that your business comes crumbling down even if you are not active on social media. So guys, as we go up, let's remember that today's society has changed. It's not like the days of our parents where things were so limited. If you wanted to write a complaint, you have to write a letter, and here I just tweet, and in seconds my thoughts are out there for the world to see, and I tag each and every person under it. So guys, let's just be very, very careful about how we make our products and not careful like in terms of we're afraid of backlash, and the backlash could come even if we're doing the best, but we need to know how to manage that backlash. As I said, if always did it 2 months ago, it wouldn't have been as bad as it is now. But this is the thing, social media never forgets. So that hashtag came 2 months ago, and guess what, it was resurfaced again this week. So please, it's our best friend, because many of us here, as I know, start businesses on social media, be it Instagram, be it Facebook and Twitter for some of you, but also that same tool could be a reason why your business comes crumbling down. Product development and the role of marketers in product development. Right now you might not really understand, because like even for me, I don't have like marketers. I have a girl who helps with sales, but I can't call her a marketer. But I know as I grow, this will make a lot of sense. When you're developing a product, don't engage your marketers or the so-called influencers only at the commercialization stage. Learn how to engage them even at the product development stage itself. I think part of what stirred up the anger, like for me, I'll just be honest, that Saturday when I saw the influencers going, I remember I actually went to my brother's room and I told him, just see what these guys are doing. Then I told him my issues with always nini. Then I told him, actually, let me not be quick to complain, because maybe they've called them to do a sort of survey, to do a sort of discussion about what happened a couple of months ago, how they can create a product that fits into the market. But that was actually not what they were going to do. They were going, and always said this on their Twitter, and I'll insert it here, that one of their main objectives was to create an awareness of a new product that was going to come out. I have not tried out that product, and I don't know what it's all about, and I don't know how it is, and I don't honestly think I'm planning on trying it out soon. But I think this mess could have been avoided greatly if we knew that the influencers are actually going there as their main objective to discuss what was happening 2 months ago and to create a product that does not have anything that was mentioned 2 months ago. That would have been awesome. So please involve your marketers earlier on the product development stage. Don't create a product and force it into the market. It won't work, it will backfire. Your customers may keep quiet for a while, but soon they're going to catch up with. The other point for me, I think, is the role of influencers. And if you're an influencer and that is your business, then I think more than anything, this experience showed us that there's a high expectation for influencers here in our country. I'm not speaking as an influencer, I'm speaking as a consumer of their content. I've never worked with any brand, so honestly I wouldn't qualify myself as an influencer as they're known here. But this is the thing about expectation. The higher the expectation, the greater the disappointment if that expectation is not met. I've never sat to think, wow, this is actually the kind of influence influencers can have on a particular brand, either positive or negative. But I think the most that I got is that Kenyans actually expect honesty from you, and Kenyans nowadays are able to read through the lens that you're trying to sell this because you've been paid to do it, or because it's actually genuine, that you've used it and it's worked so well for you. So let's just be careful when it comes to that area. This industry is really growing when it comes to influencers, and it would be nice to see that Kenya has some of the most honest influencers we have in the world. Maybe it would have been better if before they try to promote the new product that's coming in, to actually speak about the hidden skeletons, because they're reality and they've actually come back. So maybe it's just to know that in Kenya, a lot of honesty and authenticity is actually being expected in our country today from influencers. So yeah, let's take care of that here. The last point for me is quality always sells. Let's not take shortcuts, because a shortcut is able to bring such a mighty company to its knees. And we need to take care. Always will still be afloat. I mean, we're just one of the countries they serve, but a country that is very vocal about what it wants. A country that will go after quality. And Kenya is not an ordinary market, because I'm 100% sure there are other countries being served the same parts that we get, but they did not make as much noise as we did here in Kenya. And so that's the kind of country we're facing. So even as an entrepreneur, remember where you're working from. If you're here in Kenya and you're making products for the Kenyan market, remember who you're targeting. And if there are people who like quality, please don't shortchange them. Don't take shortcuts. give them the quality. And if you're not giving quality, do not sell your product as if it's a quality product or if it's a premium product if it actually isn't. So thank you guys so much. I'd love to know your experience on my Olays experience, your views on it, and what else actually did you guys learn from the whole thing, from a business perspective, and also as a consumer. What was your greatest takeaway? I'm not a deep person, but I know like it seems like I actually really thought of it, but I really did think about this issue because it's something that has been in my heart like since last year about girls and sanitary towels. So for me it was a really dear topic. So thank you again for watching. Please be sure to subscribe and see you again next week.